If you're a real estate agent and you're not using Zapier to automate your real estate business, you are missing out and wasting a ton of hours on non-income producing activities. So if you want to learn how to automate your business, you need to watch this entire video today. Today, I want to focus on how to automate your email. So if you're using something like Gmail, I'm going to show you 5 tricks on how you can automate the emails that are coming in. Go ahead and draft responses, create to-do lists, and even more tricks that are going to save you time and allow you to focus on income producing activities. I use Zapier in my business and save over 40 hours a month with automations, and I'm going to show you how to do this today in this video tutorial. So if you want to learn how to automate your business, keep watching. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 17 years of marketing experience specializing in web design and SEO, and I take that experience to help you grow your real estate business. So if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new content. And if you want to get all of my training, resources, courses, and coaching for free at no extra cost or split to you, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more. So let's dive into today's topic. All right, so today I want to dive even deeper into Zapier. I know I've done other tutorials on kind of an overview of Zapier. So if you haven't watched those, go back and watch those because those are super important to really understand how Zapier works. Basically, Zapier is an application or a software that connects over 8,000 different apps, websites, and tools that you use. Things would be like Google Drive, Gmail, kvCORE, DocuSign, all kinds of applications that you use daily in your real estate business. And it allows you basically when a specific event happens, a trigger, then it starts this workflow and you can have this very smart workflow that if, once this thing happens, if it says this, do this. If it says this, then do this. So you can create a very smart workflow to automate your real estate leads going into your CRM, automate, how you file your documents. And one thing that's really great about this automates those redundant tasks. So one, you don't need to hire an assistant to do these because there's something that you kind of do. There are a lot of generic tasks that don't require any kind of human intelligence to do, to kind of think about like, oh, should I file it over here, over here? It's kind of more cut and dry things. And you can even add logic to your workflows. And on top of that, it's something that you shouldn't be doing because this is all that kind of income producing activities that a lot of real estate agents, the reason why they fail is they focus too much on this admin stuff instead of kind of outsourcing it to a tool like Zapier or an assistant. So what I want to show you today is with your email, and we're going to use Gmail as an example today, but how you can take your email and you can automate things like to-do lists, automate replies using ChatGPT, how you can automatically import a lead into your CRM, how when a lead goes into your CRM or your Facebook lead gen, you can automatically kick out an email, especially for those realtors that are not really using smart campaigns, how you can automatically fire out an email. So I'm going to show you 5 different things that you can automate with your email to help save you time and money. And I use this personally in my business. I require that all of my web design clients get this as well because it's what automates our business and keeps things connected and working well together. So I'm going to share my screen and show you each one of these one by one. All right, so for the first trick I'm going to show you on how to automate your emails is when you start an email to have it added to your task management software as a task. And this is super important. A lot of people don't think about this, but as real estate agents, we get a lot of emails, right? And so we need to follow up with a lot of different things. And one thing that happens to me a lot in all of my businesses, I have 10 emails I need to follow up with, but between all the junk mail, spam mail, and other things that I get, it'll get pushed down. And so sometimes I will forget to respond to somebody. But if I star the emails that I have to respond to, I can have Zapier watch out for that as a trigger and then have it automatically add that email to my task list, maybe of emails to respond to or whatnot. So, or maybe it's a document that you need to remember to sign or whatever it may be. This is a great way to add emails to your task list to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do or assign it to your assistant to follow up with. So the first thing that we're going to do is come in and say, And one thing that Zapier has done is now we can type what we want to do and it will figure it out. If not, you can manually go in and select your trigger, which would be Gmail, and then select your action, but I'll show you how to do that here in a second. So we're gonna come in and say, when a new email is starred in Gmail, add that email as a task in Asana. So obviously if you're not using Gmail, you were using Outlook, you would do that. And then for the task, if you're not using Asana, you're using ClickUp or Trello, whatever you may be using, you'll put that in there. So we'll submit that to AI. And now because of this new Copilot that they're doing, they're going to give us the trigger and the action. So we're going to see that pop up here in a second. And then we're just going to add both of those. Okay. So now we see our trigger, which is Gmail. And if you needed to, change out this app, you can do that. Maybe it gave you the wrong app. You can come in there. And then the event would be, new start email. You can see all the different events that you can create based on what happens in an email. Maybe you get an attachment. We're going to talk about that in the next one, how to upload that to a folder. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to choose our account. I'm already logged in, but you would just follow the prompts to connect your Gmail account. And then we're going to go next, and it's going to test the trigger and look for a start email. So it will grab a past email or whatever. I created a demo email and start it. It says, "Hi Jacob, I'd like to submit an offer on a property on 123 Main Street." So obviously I need to respond to that. And I'm going to say continue with selected record. And this is just for testing purposes. It's not going to respond to this person or anything. So now we're talking about, okay, so now that that trigger is done, what do I want the workflow to do? So the first action I want it to do is to create a task. So I'm going to select the app. So if you have a different app, select that. And then the event would be to create a task. And you can see there's so many different things you can do, but I want to keep it simple and create a task. So we'll say continue. And then it's verifying my account. So if you haven't logged into your task management software, you will have to log into that and follow those instructions. So I'm going to choose my workspace because I have a couple of those. And then based on that workspace, it's going to search. It's going to show me the projects. I did create a project just for email to-do lists. So I selected that. I selected that project. I created a section, called email to-do list. And then we're going to come down here and go email to-do list. So that way they're all kind of contained in one area, and then I can move them wherever I need to based on that. And then I'm not going to choose a due date or a start date. I just want to get them in there so I remember to follow up with them. So you can set those date and times if you want. I don't, because I'd rather do it in the software. So for the name, we're going to put the name of the person that sent me the email. So that would be the from name. And then the description, we're going to come down here and just put the email. So we'll just put the body email. And then is the description HTML? We're just going to say no because it's not wrapped in a body tag and they'll throw an error. And then you can, if you want to assign these to your assistant, you can put their name there. If you want to tag it a certain way, you can do that. But like I said, we're just going to keep this simple. I just want to get the task uploaded. So we're going to say test step. It's very important that you test because it's going to upload a sample to Asana for you to see. And then once it's a success, then you'll say publish, and then that will make your Zap live. Now you definitely want to go over here and name it. So we'll say maybe starred email, create task in Asana. So just so you know which one it is. And then that's it. You just say publish, it'll save it. You can always edit it. You can add more tasks. Maybe you want to send an email to your assistant to follow up with that email. Whatever it is, you can add more tasks, but that's the basics of how to add a start email as a task in your project management system. All right, so now we're gonna work with email automations that have to do with labels. So the label we're gonna focus on is I create a label called documents to file. So anytime a client or maybe an agent sends me documents that I need to get up into the cloud, I don't want to have to manually download and uploads. I can actually just drag that email to the folder or the label that I created. And then I can have Zapier automatically upload that to a drive in even a specific location if I want. So what we're going to do is come over here and we're going to tell it that when a new email is labeled, upload the attachment to Google Drive. Okay. Now you can use Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, whatever you want. It doesn't have to be just Gmail. You can do a folder inside of, Office, Exchange, Outlook, things like that. So we're going to do this already. And then now we're going to select all these. Now you see we got an if statement in here, only continue if, and that's going to be important because we want to distinguish what the label is. So when a new label is in Gmails, we're going to select our account like we always do. And if you haven't, just go through and connect that account. Now the label, we got to choose our label. So I called it documents to file. Okay. And then we'll say continue. Now it's going to test my trigger. Now, if you don't have an email like that, I recommend just send yourself an email like I did. So I put, here's my approval letter. So it has an attachment of a PDF. I'll say continue with this record. We'll say continue. And now the continue only if is this. So we're going to choose our field, which is going to be the label. So we'll just type in label here. Condition exactly matches. And then we're going to say documents to file. Okay. And that's what we want. We're going to say continue. Now it's going to tell you whether your email would have continued forward. So it's important to have a sample email. It says your Zap would have continued for this test because the label matched documents to file. So if you spell this wrong or you type this wrong, it's going to tell you whether that email that you're using, the record that you selected, would continue on or not. So then we're going to say continue, which is great. So if it gets down here and that label is a different label, it's not going to do that. So you can actually have this do several different things, several different labels, where you can send it maybe to your assistant or somebody else. So you can play with these extra steps, but if whatever is below this, if it doesn't match the statement, it's either going to do it or not do it, depending on how you do your only continue if. Okay. And then we're going to come in here and then it's telling me I need to reconnect. So I will do that for my Google Drive. So let me connect real quick. All right, so now that's connected. So we'll say continue. Now you're going to choose your drive. So I'm going to choose my drive. And then you can choose your folder. So here's a few things that you need to do. I can automatically have a folder created based on the first name, maybe comma last name. I can choose the folder as well. So I'm just going to leave it blank to maybe, or we can do a custom folder. Let's just clear our selection. And then a file to be uploaded can be an actual file. Do we want to convert to a document? No, we do not. This would be helpful if it's like a Word document they're sending you and you want to convert it to that. File name, we can choose the file name. So we'll come here to new labeled email, and that will show us all of the fields. So we can say attachment file name. So we'll just do attachment file name. Okay. And then you'll come in. Now under file name, oops, it didn't save. Now under file name, if you wanted to do, let's do attachment. Search for this again. Now you could create a custom file name or append it with their name. You can do that. However, like I said, I would just keep this simple. The whole idea is to get this up there. Oh, there it is. So I see what I did differently. This is for the attached files. So we'll say attachment. Then okay. And then that'd be the file it uploads, and then the attachment file name. So we have that. So we'll say continue. We'll test our step, and then it'll be uploaded to our Google Drive, and then it'll tell us whether it's successful, and then you can go check your Google Drive. And then you can have your secretary file them in the folders they need. You can base it on a specific email where you can have it automatically create a file folder for that person. So you would just tell it to create a folder, and then the folder would be their maybe, last name, comma, first name. The other thing that you can do too with these labels in our previous example, instead of doing the starred, you could have it say, new label equals email to tasks. One thing that you could do too is maybe Jacob task, assistant task, and then based on which file folder you put it in, you could have it make that person as the assignee. So you would just do another one of these, only continue if the label equals task for Jacob, assign Jacob as the owner of the task. If the label equals assistant, assign the assistant as the task. And again, you're going to label your Zap and then click publish. And now you have your second automation. All right, so now we're going to talk about how to get a reply written for you automatically using ChatGPT. So this would be a great thing as an email comes in, it saves a reply as a draft so you can go edit it quickly, but this will help you remember the emails that you need to reply to. Now, however, you're not going to want every email coming in to be replied to, especially when you're getting stuff from builders and all of those things that are just promotional materials. So we'll talk about how to filter through those, but here's what you could type in here. When there is a new email in Gmail, write a reply using ChatGPT and save it as a draft. So we're going to have to send that off, and this will help us stay on top of our emails as well and quickly just input the information that we need to. And I'll show you the example. So again, I went ahead and sent myself a test email. So here's our trigger, and then here's our actions. When a new email is received in Gmail, we're going to have a conversation in ChatGPT, and then we're going to create a draft. So again, we're going to start out, we're going to choose our account. If you haven't already done that, go ahead and connect that by following the instructions, and then label inbox. So obviously I'm going to want our inbox. Now you can, if you want to manually, maybe this is what we use the starred method for. So any starred emails are what needs to be replied to instead of the first example that we did in creating a task. Or maybe we need to create a label called emails to reply to, or auto reply, whatever it will help you remember what you want to do with that label. So you would choose that. For now, I'm just going to say whatever comes into the inbox and then continue. And then we'll test trigger. And then we should see the email that I sent myself, which should be this one. I believe that's mine. Let me see. Oh, here it is. So I basically sent myself an email saying, hey, I would love to schedule a consultation with you about buying a home in Katy. I need to get pre-approved. Can you recommend any lenders that work with VA loans? What day would be best for you? And then so on. So we're going to go with that record. So use a test email just so you know things are getting done right. Now you will need to connect ChatGPT and follow the prompts. You will have to upload a credit to ChatGPT to use these API services. I think I uploaded $5 about 6 months ago and I'm still using it. So it's very inexpensive. But if you want any automatic replies like we did for our Google Business Profile, automatically replying to reviews, you need to set that up, and trust me, it's worth it. So continue. So we're going to say the event is in a conversation, and then you'll connect your profile. Okay. Now, this is where we're going to give ChatGPT, we're going to pass it the information. So the user message, this is going to be from the email. So we'll do body plain. So you can see, hi, Jacob, I would like to schedule. So we'll put that in there as well. So we'll hit the X to get rid of that. The ChatGPT model, you can choose to upgrade that or not. Memory key, this basically is a unique ID for the conversation. So for Gmail, we'll just use the email ID. That way, if you're going back and forth with them, it can check to see, let's say your person replies and says, hey, it's Friday, I can't do Thursday, how about Friday? And then it will draft a reply to that based on that conversation, because that's how it's going to save it on the memory key. So you need a unique identifier, see a unique value that will allow the assistant to continue the conversation. So this is a great way. So it's remembering what they said and you just have to edit the reply. Okay. And then the username. So the name of the user sending a message to the assistant. And so I always just put their name. So I'm going to do the from name. Okay. The assistant name. So if you have an assistant that replies on your behalf, I just put Jacob Shireman. I'm going to put my name. And then, so this is the name of the assistant receiving the message. Assistant instructions. So this, you can program specific ways. You can give examples on how to reply. I am just going to do this example that I saved. I like this. Keep the reply to the email conversational and short, okay? Because you're still gonna have to edit this a little bit because it's not gonna know the date and times that you're available. You can say if there's any if somebody requests a consultation, send them this link. So you can program this however you want. So you will have to experiment with this a little bit. And then max tokens and all this, I just leave it alone, just to keep things simple. So we're going to test this step. And so it's going to show you a sample reply. Okay. So we see my original message here. I would love to schedule a consultation with you. And then here's the reply. Hi, Jacob. So it knew the name of the person. I'd be happy to help you with your home search in Katy. I recommend XYZ lender. So you would have to go in there and put that lender and then maybe CC them. How about we set up a call on Thursday afternoon? Let me know if that works for you. Looking forward to chatting with you soon. And then hopefully your email signature will replace that. Looking forward to chatting with you. If you already have an email signature, you can say you don't need to put thanks and my name. Gmail automatically has an email signature. So you got to program it the way you want it. That looks like a great reply. So I'm going to say continue. And then we're going to tell it now an event is to create a draft. And now it's creating the draft there. Okay. And then the subject will be a reply to the email. Okay. And then I would just do like an RE like that. And then the to is going to be, where's that? The email. Nope. So we got to find from email. Maybe it's under sender. Here, let's look again. Now you'll notice there's a ton of fields. Here it is, from email. So there's the from email. That's my personal email, so don't spam it. And then if you need to CC anybody, go ahead and do that. From value is obviously going to be my email. From name, you can I would just however you want it to show. And then the body is going to be the reply. So this is where we're going to get it from ChatGPT. And then this is where we're going to choose the message, the reply. Okay. So now we have our reply, signature, I already have my signature, so I'm going to select that. And if you want to attach anything, you can. Then we just say continue, test step. And if everything goes correctly, we should have a draft in our email, and I can see it in mine. So that's how you create a draft. And now you would just go to your drafts every day, see the emails you need to reply to, edit the things, and then hit send. and you're good to go. So this is how you can create an easy email. Now in triggers, again, you can have it sort by labels if you want to manually drag emails to reply to or star them. I think I like the star method better. And then on the task examples that we gave, we use labels for that. But this is a great way to stay on top of your emails and make sure you're getting professional replies and to save you time. Now, remember to publish this, give it a name, and then hit publish. And now your workflow is live. All right, so the last two examples, we're going to talk about kicking out an email to a lead. Now, one thing you can do, let's say you have a Facebook lead gen ad, and the moment they fill out that form, you want to kick out a email that is tailored to what they're doing. So let's say it's about accessing a specific list of homes or an open house, and you want to kick out an email for those that have requested more information. So what we can do is say, when there is a new lead from Facebook lead gen ad, email the lead with Gmail. Okay. Now, there's obviously going to be another step that you could add to this because we want to make sure this gets into our CRM as well. But this could be a great way to automate that so they immediately get an email from you. Maybe you're not ready to kick off a whole smart campaign yet, but you want to fire out an email first. You can do that. So let's go ahead and add these trigger in action. So you basically go in here and you would find your Facebook lead ad. So you would sign into your Facebook account. I'll go ahead and do that for you. All right, so now we're in my Facebook lead ads, and then we're gonna choose a page. So we could do something like J&M Realty Group. And I believe I have a form in here already. Yeah, Sugarland open houses. So I sometimes run an ad and say, check out the latest open houses in Sugarland, okay? So I could say continue, all right? And then we could test trigger. All right? And then it's given us a fake dummy lead, which is great. So we'll continue with that record. And then we are going to choose our action, which was there. But let's go ahead. We can select Gmail anyways, because if this happened to me, it might happen to you. So it's okay. We can add a new action. And then we're going to say Gmail, we want to basically send an email. And then we'll say continue. We'll choose an account. And then the to is going to be the email address of the lead. Okay, so that we see all the information that that lead is giving. Okay, the from value is obviously going to be our email address. The from name is going to be us. And then the reply to will be our email. So enter your email address there that you want to use. Okay. Subject. List of open houses in Sugarland. Okay. And then we're going to come over here, right? And then you're just going to write your email. So say, here's the list of open houses in the area. Give them the search result to that link for that area. So you have something like kvCORE. You can go in, select the city, and then they'll automatically show you how many open houses are in that weekend. So you can click that, and that will always show the most recent open houses and have them go check out that link. And the reason why you would want to do it this way instead of automatically redirecting them is because you don't want them to give fake email addresses. Okay, so this is a way to prove they are who they are. So you can do an email, fire it out to them, write it, and so on choose your signature if you have one, like I did. And then that's pretty much it. Now, a step that you'll probably want to add before this is link the, add the lead to your CRM, because that's the most important thing. Like I said, maybe you don't want it to kick out something like this right away. You don't want to create a new campaign just for this. That's okay. You can at least get them on your basic buyers campaign, but also fire out an email for this as well. So we'll say create contact. And you could do this with any CRM. So you could do this with, Go High Level, Follow Up Boss, Sierra, Lofty. So you would select your account. You come in here and do the same thing. First name will be, the Facebook first name. All right. Then you go through and so on. Choose the lead type. So obviously this is going to be a buyer lead. And then put in their last name, which is obviously these fields. So you'll go here, select last name, do the same thing for their email, their phone number, the lead status, form captured. I'd put the name of the ad. So Sugarland Open Houses is the form. And then source, you can put, Facebook ad, or you can put the ad name. Maybe that's what I would do. Let's probably put the ad name. So that way you can track it, which ads are performing. And the same thing there, you can, if they're interested in Sugarland, you can go ahead and put it. You can add some notes, add some tags, say continue, and then test your step and make sure it goes in there, okay? And then send out the email. So that's something you can do. So any type of ads that you have out that you're collecting information, you can have them automatically send out an email for a list of homes. Maybe it's about downloading your buyer's guide. That's what the Facebook ad is about. Any lead gen, this is how you could do that. All right, and the last way I want to show you is just some of these already built templates for you in Zapier. So Zapier has everything covered for you. So one, you can follow up with leads faster. So we just covered the one, send emails in Gmail for new leads and Facebook lead ads. If you have any type of funnels or online forms like Ninja Form, Jot Form, Google Forms, Google Ad Leads, you can always send a specific email to those email leads and attachments as well. Anytime you get maybe new people in your MailChimp, your Constant Contact, new registrants for a webinar, you can automatically fire out an email that's customized from your personal email. Same thing with Calendly. If new people schedule in Calendly, instead of having Calendly send out those emails, you can say when a new person schedules a buyer's consultation or checks buyer consultation as an answer, you fire out an email that says, hey, we look forward to meeting you. Here's some few videos to watch before our meeting, or here's my buyer's guide. Give out some general information. You could fire out an email that way as well. And so you could really take your email to the next level with Zapier. So remember, automate everything that you can. And there's so many things to do. Look, you could even send daily notifications from your email if you're working with a team. So anytime there's a new update to a spreadsheet or anything else, you can let people know, hey, there's new leads in there. These need to be followed up with. So automate sending emails out. And here's even more ideas that you can do. And the great thing, these are already done for you. You simply click, try it, and then it's automatically going to load them into your Zapier account that you are logged in with. And then you just go in and choose your accounts, choose your parameters like we've been doing, and just follow the instructions. All right, so I hope you found that information helpful. You know it's my desire to give you something to take away today that you can implement to grow your real estate business. And Zapier is definitely one of those tools that can save you time, can save you money, and allow you to focus on income producing activities. So automate those tasks. Don't get stuck doing them. Invest a little time and effort. And if you need help with this, we do offer this as a service. Remember, I have a full service marketing company. Whether you need social media, graphic design, branding, web design, we can build a lead generation magnet that can bring in traffic, that can process those leads, that can be automated into your CRM, incorporate your current IDX website, and give you that beautiful branded website that works for you 24/7. And there's a link below where you can learn more about that. And if you want to get all of my resources, training, courses, and coaching for free, like my DIY real estate website and sales funnel, my Google business profile, Karuvi social media done for you. If you want all of that for free, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. There's a link below where you can book a one-on-one call to learn more. And on top of that, if you want to see more content like this, you got to subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.